Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this fight started right now. Let's meet the fighter in the blue corner. He's a boxer and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He came in at 5'9", and he weighed in at 151.6 pounds. He brings into the cage a professional record of 0 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Team XFC and fighting tonight from halfway around the world, all the way from Athens, Greece. Welcome, Tony Christodoulou! And his opponent standing across the cage is the red corner. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He stands in at 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighs in at 150.4 pounds. Tonight, he makes his pro debut. Representing American Top Team Wolfpack out of Sunrise, Florida, please welcome Bruce the Lion Zion Lutchmedial! And our referee in charge, Chris Adams. Fighters to the center of the cage, please.
Here we go, first round of action, set for 3 at 145 pounds. Both men orthodox fighters. Inside leg kicks woken up proceedings from Christodoulou. Double left hook from Christodoulou. Got to be careful not to drop that right hand. Lutchmedial throws the right down the corridor. Inside thigh kick from him. Another inside thigh kick, and Christodoulou goes for a single leg takedown.
Nice.
And gets him down, Frank. That was impressive.
Wow, nice, good position. Put himself inside very, very quickly. Realized he had to get his hips in, got him up, put him right on the canvas, and he's done. He stepped over the top. That we see Kawajiri does quite a bit. We stepped over the top. He's finger foiling the legs on a low guard, almost a full mount, but sitting there controlling the body at this point.
Christodoulou working hard. Some left hands here from Lutchmedial.
Work your leg out. Keep stuffing the head.
Those punches don't do much to the body. They don't really make you fall apart. They're not going to really hurt you that much, but they are so annoying. And eventually you give up position because you're getting hit.
Now Christodoulou gets off some shots of his own off his left hand, posts up and tries to land an elbow off the right, posts up again off the left. Looking at pass to side control here, take that left leg out of half guard, but not enough room, press up against the cage. Nice reverse elbow there from Christodoulou. And another one just behind the ear. He may look for something on that far arm here of Lutchmedial. Still inside half guard. It's been a good round so far for Tony Christodoulou. Elbows again from Christodoulou, right to the hairline, then one to the side of the neck. And another well-timed elbow. That one on the top lip of Lutchmedial.
There you go. Now work it back under.
That leg still hooked around the back of the knee by Lutchmedial, not allowing Christodoulou to pass here, Frank.
You see he's got that nice overwrap guard. He's going in really guarding up. He can't really move his body that much because he has the leg really tied down, but he's not going to get past either. And that's the big thing, is trying not to get past, because right now he's getting overwhelmed in this position. Now look, he's got a top-side Kimura. He packs that shoulder so a little bit tighter, brings the elbow in. He's a little high on the forearm. Now he's down to the wrist, stepped over the head.
And Lutchmedial is out. Christodoulou takes the back momentarily. Where does Lutchmedial go from here, Frank?
Lutchmedial, from the very beginning, had to get his head free out from underneath his body. Once he got it free, Christodoulou, he's able now to move. Now in this position, he can't stop moving. He's got to get back to his feet and start turning his chest back to get the chest to chest. Because right now, chest to back is a very dangerous position.
Christodoulou riding the back here of Bruce Lutchmedial.
Both hips in, both legs in. He's got the hooks in. Lutchmedial's got to get a leg free. He's trying to battle up to his knees, and you can't do it in that position. He's get one leg free, get off the heel, and then get one knee up. He can't do it in this position if he just sits here.
Still plenty of time for Christodoulou to find the submission. 1 minute 38 remains on the clock in the opening round.
Okay, see this knee right here? Where he dropped that knee down to the ground? You can't do that when you're trying to ride a guy out on top and with both hooks in. You've got to drop your hips down. You got to keep the pressure, because now look, he's able to turn. Bruce is turning himself back to his back, and now he's able to get out of this because he left that knee on the ground. He took all the pressure off.
Lutchmedial scrambling for a better position. Full mount here, though, from Christodoulou. He's going to go to work. Still plenty of time remaining, 1 minute 10. Oh, big solid strike off the right hand by Christodoulou.
Christodoulou is very active. Lutchmedial's doing a lot of work of trying to get out of space defensively, but nothing is happening offensively. This is a really bad spot to be in, especially for 2 minutes in the first round.
He may look to set up an armbar here, Christodoulou. Nice high mount. Trying to buck him off his Lutchmedial. To no avail, though, for the debutant. Throws the legs up. And look how high the mount is here of Christodoulou, Frank.
He's really, there he goes. Now he's finally turning to the armbar, like you said earlier, Michael. Now he's pushed the elbow off, leg over the head. Now he'll take his time. He just needs to take his time, slow down a little bit. He's got the position. If he rushes it, he'll lose it.
20 seconds remains for Tony Christodoulou to find an armbar submission here in the first round. He's been setting it up for a long time. And back to full mount. Tries to buck him off. Lutchmedial armbar attempt again here from Christodoulou. Can he sink it in the dying seconds? No. 1 round down, all one-way traffic, and the traffic drives the direction of Tony Christodoulou. Bruce Lutchmedial. Tries for a jump walking right hand. Again, the single leg now goes to a double. Does Christodoulou looking for a takedown, and he'll get it. He does. Strong boy, Frank.
Yeah, very strong. And also, too, Bruce really stepped forward, left his hands up, and left his feet looking for a big punch with no setup. And as a result, it was very easy for Tony to get inside. He was able to grab a hold of the single leg and switch to a double, get it down. And honestly, Bruce has no takedown defense at all. And now he's got no elbow defense. He's getting cracked in the head 3 and 4 times in a row.
The closed guard not working here. Able to posture up his Christodoulou and land these elbows off the right arm. And he is just measuring Lutchmedial with his strikes. Passes now, goes to side control. Far too easy for Tony Christodoulou. And he's gotten there early in this round, much earlier than in the previous round. You know he'll try and look for a submission. What will he go for from this position, Frank?
Well, we've seen in the past he really likes the armbar, because that's where he set up the whole time with the high mount. Now he's going to try and get himself into. It looks like he's really trying to push down a step back into the mount, but I really think he'd be better served. He went full 69 and slid himself off the cage, and then attack the arm from either side. He is looking for a Kimura right now. He doesn't have it solid because the legs are still in the way. Lutchmedial's doing a really good job of keeping his feet in the way, keeping his legs in the way. It makes it very difficult to finish him. But the same thing happened in the first round. He has no offense going on. So now what's happened, all he's doing is losing the round. He's surviving, but he's losing the round. There's no chance for him to get back on top.
Look how Christodoulou is just in control here. Spins around to the left side of the body. And from here, once again, he could go to work on that far arm with a Kimura attempt. Still plenty of time remaining for a submission. 3 minutes 20 in the second stanza. Walking the cage a little here, Lutchmedial. Christodoulou showing a lot of patience beyond his experience, Frank.
Yeah, he really is. He's taking his time. He's finding his space. And the thing is that he's been close to submissions and close to finishing this fight a couple times. He didn't blow his wad. He didn't punch himself out. So he's still in his match. He's still in a very dominant, controlling position.
Lutchmedial has put him into half guard now. Locking up that left leg. Crowd getting a little restless now. I want to see some more action from Bruce Lutchmedial. It's been all Tony Christodoulou. But if you appreciate the ground game, you appreciate the work he's been doing so far, Frank.
Christodoulou is doing a great job. The one complaint that I have is he's on his knees a little bit too much. There's no pressure on Lutchmedial. He needs to keep the pressure on him so he can't move as much. Lutchmedial is very flexible. He's very agile underneath. And as a result, every time you go for something, he's moving out of the way. You've got to keep your hips on him nice and tight, so there's no space for him to move.
Good slicing elbow off the right arm. And he easily passes, goes back to side control, looking for the step over mount there. Couldn't get it. Now he's in full mount. Nice work from Christodoulou. And again, the mount in the second round has come earlier than the first. 2 minutes 5 remaining, a long time, not only for Christodoulou to find a submission, but for Lutchmedial to survive. Ground and pound here by Christodoulou. You gotta wonder though, Frank, how much energy has expended Tony Christodoulou as he goes for an armbar. Here's quick.
He's slid into it quick now. dig that elbow out, keep pulling. He's got to push the other elbow off, get the hands free, so you get that hand extended. He's doing a good job of pushing out, but if he doesn't catch the hand, Lutchmedial's going to step up on top and end up reversing the position. Look at that space. Look how tight this arm is right here. Look how easy it is for him to hold into that space, but now because Lutchmedial's got up on top.
Mount again for Christodoulou.
And he had to give it up.
Oh, nicely done there. Lutchmedial puts him back inside the guard.
That was all from Lutchmedial. All of that came from Lutchmedial, his ability to move and not have his hips controlled the entire time. When you're sitting on top of a guy like this that's very flexible, he's very agile, you've got to pin his hips. Don't worry about his arms, don't worry about his legs. If you pin his hips, he can't move his body. He'll be in that exact same spot every time you reach for any kind of submission attempt at all. There was 2 great submission attempts we've seen so far, and both got blown because he didn't have enough pressure to start with.
And to get that right leg out here, Christodoulou. Far arm control again here from Tony Christodoulou.
He's going for another submission. I think he's going to try to attack this Kimura again now.
He has inside control once more. He makes it look so easy. There's a cut under the right eye here of Lutchmedial, courtesy perhaps of those elbows. 25 seconds remains for Tony Christodoulou to maybe find a sub from side control. And here's a nasty fighter, Tony. He is attacking that damaged eye.
Now he's keeping the pressure on tight. See how he's bellied out? He's going to kick his legs back here in a second to get more pressure on him. He's actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. Hips down, getting the pressure on, but now less than 10 seconds left. It's not enough for this round.
Good reverse elbow to the lower rib cage. 2 rounds to zip in favour of Tony Christodoulou. Lutchmedial ready to roar out of his corner. He started the second round with a jump walking right hand. Will he do the same here? He goes to the body with a right. Now we've seen Christodoulou take him down at the start of both rounds. The first round with a single, second round with a double. Shoots in, nice sprawl for the first time by Lutchmedial. So Christodoulou not able to effect a takedown as he did in the 2 previous rounds. And now we're down. What does Lutchmedial do from here, Frank?
The same thing he needs to be doing from the very first round. Get space, push the head and shoulders down, get himself up to a turtle position. When you're new, which is obviously Lutchmedial, this is his first pro fight, he's laying flat on his back. And as a result, you're allowing Tony to stay inside the guard and be able to control you. You got to get to one hip or the other, one shoulder blade or the other, and get yourself back to a turtle position, then work yourself back up to your feet.
Side control for Christodoulou. Look at that far arm again. He's attempted arm bars, he's attempted Kimuras. What's he going to look for here? Creating a bit more space. Looking to step over with that left leg again and perhaps get the mount. He's gotten it in 2 rounds so far. First round was a very high mount that he had. Second round, a lot lower on the body. Blood still streaming from under that right eye of Lutchmedial. Christodoulou's got an attentive left ear to his corner. They're telling him to stay relaxed, keep doing what you're doing. Plenty of time remaining to find something here, Tony. Good elbow. And again, wow, he's really busting up that cheekbone, a cut cheek under the right eye, Frank.
But look how tough Lutchmedial is. He's staying in here, he's not giving up, he's not turning. You know, a lot of guys at this point would turn over, give their back for a rear naked choke to get themselves out of this position. He's staying right in and still battling away, even though he's seeing a lot of punishment.
Got to give credit to him being a debutant. Christodoulou goes after that cut again. The referee keeping a close eye on it. If it opens up too much more, they'll stop this fight. Fighter's safety always paramount, particularly when you've got 2 novice fighters like these. Great shot of side control, looking to step into mount, and he does so. That was just so easy for Christodoulou. 3 rounds, 3 mounts for Tony Christodoulou.
And see, finally now he's pushing his hips. You can see his hips are down, his knee is off the canvas. He's keeping that pressure. And then every time he slides up, you can see how Lutchmedial's got a space to start to move his body. You don't want to have, you beat this guy for 3 rounds. Let's get on him, let's finish this fight. Let's put a little more pressure on him. It's all hip pressure, knees off the canvas, hips down, and that's what's really going to end up winning this fight from a submission standpoint.
Raining down some punches, drives the right elbow, and again, but the forearm smothering it there. Lutchmedial's got to reach up, got to try and control the posturing here of Christodoulou. Throws the legs up, nothing happening there. And Christodoulou slicing, filleting elbow off the right arm. Bridge of the nose, over the right eyebrow. It is all one-way traffic still here for Tony Christodoulou. Trying to buck him off now, Lutchmedial, and still plenty of time remaining, 1 minute 30. It looks here though that Christodoulou doesn't want to go for a submission, Frank. He's content just to lay some ground and pound from the mounts here and finish Lutchmedial that way.
Well, it's kind of disheartening when you get that deep into an arm bar and then you end up losing the position and have to battle back up on top. So I think he's content really to kind of finish this fight from on top with some serious ground and pound. He's got the space, and really the ref would be just fine stopping the fight.
And he's just done that. The crystal ball of Frank Trigg spoke well. Christodoulou wins by a ground and pound in the third round.
Ladies and gentlemen, that last fight was brought to you by our good friends at the Penthouse Club in Tampa. Come join us next Saturday, December 9th for the XFC holiday party with the beautiful girls in the XFC. The Penthouse Club, 1801 Northwest Shore, starting 9 p.m. next Saturday night. Don't miss it. And now, our decision. Your winner at 3 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 3 by TKO due to strikes, Tony